Good morning on this Friday morning, June 14th. It is a level 5 difficulty workout with Coach Kim today. I'm Coach Kim with In Shape Fitness. This is your muscle maintenance workout for Friday. That means you are going to warm up here very quickly and then get to the hardest versions of the moves we've been doing all week long. So let's get started. Make sure you stand up really tall. There's a lot of noise around me today. Oh my goodness. Okay. Make sure you stand up really tall. Sorry about the interruptions if you hear a bunch of planes flying overhead for whatever reason this morning. There's construction going on in my building in Upper Manhattan where I live and work. Now you're going to swim through the air as though you're in the Olympics. This is called the standing swim. We've been doing the same warm-up moves all week long. So stand with your feet together. Your toes and heels should be touching and your abs are engaged. Your tailbone is tucked in. Your shoulders are back and go. For 30 seconds swimming, bringing your arms back and around. It's a freestyle swim, so you kind of cup your hand and scoop the air down and back as you rotate those shoulders. Good. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, developing the breathing rhythm that you absolutely need to carry through the entire workout. This is aerobic. It is very strength oriented, and we're working a lot of core, a lot of hips, and a lot of legs today. Okay? Now, swing your arms forward and back as you march for 30 more seconds to finish up the warm-up. Get that blood flowing to the bottom extremities. And you knew someone that said that it was warming up the upstairs, warming up the downstairs. So however you want to look at it, we definitely want all of your major muscles to be activated and awake and ready to go. Hopefully you're not wearing shoes. You know, even though you're going to be doing some jumping, I actually prefer that you use your bare feet, if possible, if you're comfortable. If you have orthopedic issues, you see a doctor for your feet, do whatever your doctor says. But if you're healthy, it's great to use your toes to grip the floor. We're going to get started now with squat jumps. So I want you to plant your feet hip width apart. Make sure that your pinky toes and heels are in line. Your back is straight. Your hands are either out in front of you for balance or on your hips. And you're going to lower down with your weight in your heels. Pause at the bottom when your thighs are about parallel to the floor. Then as you lift up, you're going to kind of shift your body weight a little bit more towards the middle, though you do press into the floor with your heels as you lift, but you're going to explosively lift up off the floor with both feet just a little bit, and then as you go back down to the floor, go right back to that heel distribution of body weight and into another squat. Okay, let's start the time officially for 30 seconds now. Make sure that you breathe in through your nose as you lower your body. You breathe out as you lift up. And exhale as you explosively jump up. That's great. Keep it going for another 5 seconds. You're going to finish the one that you're on. The next move that we're going to do, by the way, you can stand up for a second, just march in place or jog in place if you like. You remember yesterday we did a curtsy lunge. It's a forward and diagonal lunge with the front leg. So today we're going to add a jumping jack in between each of those curtsy lunges. Okay, so you're going to take a big step forward and to the left with your right leg. Bend both knees to 90 degrees. Keep your back straight. Make sure that your abs are tight and very, very supportive of the upper part of your body, right? You don't want to collapse at your waist. So really focus on keeping that tummy straight up and down. Unless you have a rounded tummy, in which case just do the best that you can. Okay, then push off with that foot and go back to center. Now quickly do one jumping jack. And then you go back to your starting point and then take a step to the right and out with the left foot for a curtsy lunge on the other side. So let's start the time for 30 seconds. And you're off. Don't worry about how many of these that you do. You're going to move slowly through the lunge part, right? And then one of the cool things about the way that we can combine exercises in this way, we're making a compound exercise with this particular move. You get your heart rate up and then do the strength part. You're working the inner thigh, you're working your butt a little bit, working the hamstrings a little bit, 5 more seconds. And of course, you're getting your heart rate up and activating neurotransmitters in your feet, because that's what plyometrics are. And you're getting ready to do a whole bunch of jumping jacks in just a second here. Okay, now stop the curtsies. The next thing are squat jacks. So, forgive me, but it is a Friday workout, so you gotta do this. You're going to get into a partial squat. It doesn't have to be completely squatted with your thighs parallel to the floor, but squat down. You want your butt low, and you don't want your knees to go past the tips of your toes. Staying in the squat the entire time. Now you're gonna do your jumping jacks. All right, ready, set, go. Now, if you can touch at the top, that's fine. There's a slight bend in your elbow, but don't worry if you're not completely touching at the top. Just try to stay in the squat. Try to keep your back straight. Keep breathing. Doesn't matter what your breathing pattern is per se. Just breathe. You're halfway through. And 10 seconds left. Hang in there. It's hard. I know. I was just doing this workout with someone in person a few minutes ago, and it's not easy. Okay, now you can lower your body down to the floor for the last 3 moves. We're going to get into that prone position with your hands on the floor, or quadruped position rather. Hands on the floor under your shoulders, knees on the floor underneath your hips. Extend the right arm out, left leg back. And just pause for a second. So stabilize yourself. Make sure you've got good balance with the left hand, the hand that's on the floor. Make sure that your connection points it's making you're not putting all of your body weight in the heel of your hand, right? So you want to use the whole hand. And with your knee, make sure that your knee is flat on the floor. You don't want to lean to one side. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to round your spine a little bit up as you tap both your fingertips and your toes to the floor. Right hand touching the floor, left toes touching the floor. Then lift them up, arching your back, then lower down and lift up for 15 seconds. Actually, you know what? Let's just go for 30 seconds. Then we'll do the other side in the second set. So keep going. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Keep those tummy muscles engaged. Squeeze your navel in towards your spine. You're about halfway through. You're doing great. Almost finished. Another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, both hands on the floor now. Sort of shake out your left hand a little bit. You were resting on that hand for a couple seconds, but you are going to be in this position for one more move. So keep that leg down, or keep both hands down. Now what I want you to do is lift your left leg up, or straight back, actually, the way it was before. And what you're going to do is you're going to laterally bring your entire leg, not bending the knee, but keeping the leg straight. Hinging at your hip. Bring the leg forward towards the upper part of your body. So it's just going to swing around like a lever. And then straighten it back out. And then bring it in, making almost a 90-degree angle with your body, as close to that as possible. Now you may lack range of motion, and that's okay. So if you don't make a 90-degree angle, at least you're hopefully making a 45-degree angle. But keep going. Let's do this again for 30 seconds, and we'll just finish up with the second set. We'll do the other side. All right, so keep going. Exhale as you bring the leg forward. Inhale as you straighten it back out. Terrific. One move after this, and then you'll be finished with this first instructional set. And now down on your forearms. So you're going to do a mermaid plank today, or at least attempt one for a portion of the plank, 30-second plank that you're going to be doing. The mermaid plank is where you invert your feet so that you're resting on the tops of your feet. All right, so you're in your forearms position with your elbows directly underneath your shoulders. Walk those feet all the way back. Get into a regular plank. Now invert your feet. I'm going to start the 30 seconds. We call this a mermaid plank. If you need to revert back to a standard plank where you're gripping the floor with your toes and the balls of your feet, that's okay. You're about halfway through. But the purpose of this mermaid plank is to render your feet completely useless, which means that there's even more sort of concentrated effort, more contraction going on in your abdominal cavity. All right, squeezing harder than you think you can be squeezed. 3 more seconds. 2 and 1. Very good. Okay, stand back up for me. That was the first set. We are going to do a second set now, and you're going to move very quickly from move to move to move, especially as you're standing. We're not going to stop. We're going to start in 15 seconds, squat jumps, then the curtsy lunge with the jack, and then the squat jacks. All right? Are you ready? Get your feet ready. Plant them shoulder width apart, pinky toes and heels in line. 3, 2, 1, go. These are the squat jumps. So you're inhaling on your way down, you're exhaling as you lift back up and jump, and then go right back into your squat. There's no difference. It's one continuous move. You don't start and finish each squat. Very nice. Almost done. 8 seconds. 3, 2, curtsy lunge with the jack now. Taking a big step forward and to the left with the right leg. Back to center, 1 quick jack, and then left leg. Forward to the right with your left leg, knees bent, lower down, back to center, 1 jack, and you're halfway through, just like that. How fast these go. And the repetitions really don't matter. If you're controlling every morsel of movement, you are getting what your body needs. Okay, squat jacks. Get into that partial squat, and time starts now with those squat jacks. Coming up on 12 minutes. 12 minutes on your Friday morning. And with this workout and a really healthy day, a concentrated sort of effort for you to eat well, 5 seconds more, by the way. Take the stairs when you can. Go for a walk when you can. Don't be stupid about, snacking in excess and candies and those kinds of things. Okay, down on the floor. Extend the left arm forward, right leg back. And now we call this the bobbing bird dog. You're going to tap your fingertips and your toes. Time starts now. So you round the spine as you tap down, and then lift the limbs up and contract your spine as you lift up. All right? So make smart decisions about your body in terms of the food you're taking in for the day. Do some additional movement, but not exercise. Like, you don't need to hit the gym for your health. Only go to the gym if you're looking for the social experience, or you're really, really training for something serious. You've got 10 seconds, by the way. Otherwise, this coupled with regular life that has activity threaded throughout, you will be fine. Okay, now both hands on the floor. Shake out the right hand a little bit since it's been supporting your body weight. All right, make sure that you're using both hands now equally, and you're going to lift that or straighten that right leg straight back just like you were just doing, only this time now swing it around to the side. Ready? Go. I'm trying to get you out of here in 15 minutes, which means we're pretty good. We have about 20 seconds left of this move and 1 more move after this, that mermaid plank, which I know everybody belly aches about when I see them, when I see people in person and I have them do the plank with your inverted feet. It's hard, and I understand that you want to go backwards sometimes because it's just impossible to do for 30 seconds for some people, but give it a shot, okay? Now let's go for it. You're down on your forearms. Finish with that lateral leg extension, and now you are into your mermaid plank. Invert your feet, and time starts now. Last move. It's a Friday. It's a summer Friday. That means so many fun things could be happening. Of course, today in New York, it is raining once again. We're having kind of weird weather for this late part of the springtime. We don't generally have this much rain. So But hopefully the skies will turn blue and the rest of the weekend will be lovely. It is Father's Day this weekend, so if you are a father and you're listening, and please enjoy your weekend. Have a great weekend to everyone, of course, and we will be back on Monday with another new series, a level 1, very easy, light workout for Monday. It's Move It Monday, it's Meatless Monday, and there are lots of fun things going on at InShape Fitness. So let me know if you have any questions. Visit us at inshape-fitness.com. I'm Kim Watkins, your trainer from New York City. I will see you soon. Have a great day.